What's up, fam? You know, listen to Ring Kings Boxing. I'm Big Q chiming in on the latest installment of Ring Kings Boxing. This one called Andre Ward saying Canelo Alvarez doesn't have a lot of prime names on his resume. Of course, very interested take by Andre Ward, well-respected Andre Ward, former champion, man. If we look at some of the things we're going to talk about today on this one, man, let's take a look at that, man. Let's get the new story out there. Andre Ward saying this, and it's coming from Boxing Scene on the scoop. So Ward isn't ready to completely out of his way. You know, he isn't ready to go completely out of his way to call Canelo Alvarez a world beater. He's a 4-division champion. Alvarez took stock earlier in May when he lost that undefeated light heavyweight title holder to Dmitry Bivol via the unanimous decision. He bounced back in September to beat his arch rival, a Triple G, via a unanimous decision in the trilogy bout. 32-year-old Alvarez sitting up there at 58-2-2 with 39 knockouts is still the undisputed super middleweight champion, holding the WBC, WBA, WBO, IBF, and Ring magazine titles. He accomplished the honors at 168 by cleaning out the division in an 11-month span across 4 fights from December the 2019 until last December. Now, he outlasted the likes of Caleb Plant, Billy Joe Saunders, Colin Smith to claim their crowns, handed each of the former champions their first professional losses along the way. Now, the Hall of Famer fighter and 04 Olympic gold medalist, now an analyst for ESPN, looking at the resume, saying, and he told this to Max Kellerman with Max on Boxing. He says, it's tricky, it's complicated because on the surface, Alvarez fought everybody. He's done everything. He's taken all the risks. If you know what you're looking for and you look at some of the names he fought, he doesn't have a lot of prime names on his resume, say Ward. I think that being said, I think Canelo's a great talent. I think he's had a great career, of course, and he's a Hall of Famer, no doubt about that. But I think there's a little bit more window dressing with this record than what people recognize with his career. I think this team has done a phenomenal job. You got to give Oscar De La Hoya a lot of credit. He doesn't get a lot of credit for co-signing Canelo early in his career and also helping with his matchmaking. Now, Alvarez made his United States debut in 2010 and quickly became a star under the watchful eye of De La Hoya's Golden Boy production. In the other weight classes, from 2011 to 2019, Alvarez beats the like of Ward nemesis Sergey Kovalev, as well as a group headlined by Jacobs, Triple G, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., Liam Smith, Amir Khan, Cotto, James Kirkland, Lara, Alfredo was else in there, Austin Trout, Lopez, Mosley, and a few other names as well. But he lost to we know about the Matthew Hayden, and also in others, and of course he lost to Floyd Money Mayweather. Alvarez still wants to avenge his only loss to Bivol, and a portion of the boxing public is clamoring for Alvarez to take a more intriguing fight, at least on paper, with undefeated upstart, former 2-time 168-pound title holder, Mr. David Benavidez. Ward doesn't envision a Alvarez-Benavidez brawl anytime soon. He said they know when to cause Canelo to fight certain guys and when to stay away, said Ward. David Benavidez is not going to happen right now. It's not going to happen because it's too dangerous. So Ward speaking game, dropping game on Canelo Alvarez, and we do realize that when you talk about the fight game, there is a lot of that happens when certain fights don't get made because the team that's heading those fighters will recommend that you take a softer opponent or you take a less dangerous opponent because styles make fights. Some fighters might be a bad matchup for you. So a lot of people have accused, including myself here, and a shout out and rest in peace to my former co-host Eddie Too Mean Johnson, who spoke about the last several fights that Triple G has had, not the Bivol fight, but the fights previous to the Bivol fight, were fights that a lot of people were getting upset about because these opponents wasn't giving Alvarez, the kind of fights we want to see. They weren't exchanging with him. Some of these guys would swing, here or there and then back off and let Canelo beat on them. So, I mean, it just wasn't a good look, but nothing to take away Canelo Alvarez. But will we actually see him fight a guy like David Benavidez? We'll see, man. I still think Canelo Alvarez is a guy that if he puts it in his mind that he wants to take on a dangerous fighter, we'll see what he does. But Right now he's sitting pretty. He has all the titles at that class. You know, he's in the driver's seat right now. He's the biggest name, one of the biggest names in the fight game right now. So why would he take another dangerous fight unless you get those competitive juices flowing? But anyway, what do you guys think? Do you think Canelo Alvarez resume is up to par? Do you disagree with Andre Ward? And another question is, do you see Canelo taking the David Benavidez fight? You can't take nothing away from Canelo. He's a first-rate champion. You got to give him that. I don't approve of some of the fights previous prior to the Bivol fight. I didn't like most of them. I didn't like the Triple G bout. I think he needs to go against stiffer opponents. But at that level, obviously, you can see some of the matchmaking is going on. So what do you guys think? Chime in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about Andre Ward. Do you agree with him? You think Canelo Alvarez is kind of walking that non-dangerous path, so to speak? Y'all put it in the comment section and let me know how you feel about it. I'm Big Q chiming in on this episode of Ring King Boxing. Please feel free to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and above all, share the show's links on your social media feed. I'm gonna holler at you guys later. Peace.